Hi, performers and achievers. Welcome to Performers and Achievers Daily with me, Raj Gavurla. In today's episode, we will continue unpacking my elite mental performance, the zone effect, mastery framework. So the first task of that framework was live your dreams and clear goals. And you can go back to yesterday's episode or the previous episode and listen to that or watch the video on YouTube. The second task is awareness. Awareness. So as you're living your dreams and clear goals and your most important tasks in order to achieve those goals and those dreams of yours, do you have awareness of when you are taking positive action towards that, when you're not? Or let's say you're too challenged, something's become too difficult, too hard, or you're in competition, you're at work, you're competing, and for whatever reason, your skills or you don't have everything that's needed at that time in order to perform and achieve. For whatever reason, you're not as effective and efficient with something, with a specific skill. However, you have a whole repertoire of gifts, talents, abilities, and skills. So are you aware of that? And as you're aware of that, do you have the elite mental skills, the elite mental strategies so that you can continue to move forward? So today, there are several elite mental strategies and mental skills for you to be able to solve too hard, too difficult adversity. And it's not fun. It's not enjoyable. It's not rewarding. It's not satisfying, fulfilling. Doesn't have instant gratification. Therefore, you might start thinking or feeling is you're wasting your time or your energy. You don't have the energy for it, or the resources, the money, capital, or the resources for it. You're not able to invest more into it in those four areas just because you're not seeing the tangible beneficial results from it. When you are seeing those, then you would naturally continue to invest because you're receiving a return. And so it's important you are aware of that. It's also important you are aware of when to, when you are investing your time wisely, when you are investing your energy wisely, when you are investing your money, your capital wisely, and when you are investing your resources wisely. And when I say money or capital, investing your income wisely. So that's very important because naturally, as you receive tangible, beneficial results in a return, then you continue to make progression. So one of the things to be aware of is that obviously a lot of people, and I was on listening to Dr. Gilbert's Success Hotline, and he asked a question yesterday. Who here wants to be average? No one raises their hand. Pick any organization, any team, any group, right? And then I think his words were, "Who here wants to be extraordinary?" And again, I'm not sure, everyone raises their hand. And so, are your positive actions aligning with that? Let's just say, instead of saying extraordinary, let's say, uh, be the best version of you, do your best, compete with yourself, sustainable development, growth, and evolution. Your sustainable development, growth, and evolution. And that benefits and contributes to your family, extended family, friends, whomever you work for, your organization, team, employer, community, society, humanity, world, the universe. And that's fun. Lots of fun when we're in that position. The more often we experience that, the better we are. It's best for each of us, and it's best for everyone. And so it's really important to know where your awareness is and what to go to when you're not in the zone, experiencing the zone effect. What do you do? Well, obviously, one thing you do is you go and you receive help and support. Um, for example, my clients come to me for help and support. I'm their accountability support partner. And I provide them the structure and make sure that they are 100% committed, the guidance and the coaching for them to experience tangible, beneficial results of where they are investing their time, their energy, their income, and their resources wisely and receiving a return, those tangible, beneficial results, instant fulfillment, gratification, reward, satisfaction, right? Instantly, fun, enjoyment, love, all of those things occur when that happens. You can see I'm smiling just thinking about it. So that's very important. However, when you're not experiencing that, who do you go to for help and support? Do you have your support system? Who's in your support system? What's their position, their role? What's their service? In my business, everything that I do is private, personal, professional, confidential. So I relay or share nothing with anyone. However, my customers, clients have no restrictions on them. As long as they're honest, they can talk about or share whatever they like. So that's for them to decide on how to go about doing that. However, as far as me, I, again, everything is private, personal, professional, confidential. I don't talk about share anything with anyone, relay anything, not even about meeting someone or having a conversation with someone, nothing, nothing. And so your support system, that's very important. In your support system, since you do have these dreams and clear goals and most important tasks, are you aware of who are the right people to approach, to talk about, to discuss, right? To receive help from, support from, for that specific dream, for that specific goal, for that specific task. They're not always the same people. I mean, someone close to you, a family member, I don't know, extended family, it could be even a friend for whatever reason, for that specific dream of yours, they're not the people to go to. If you're looking for them to all of a sudden jump on board with you and be supportive and encouraging and helpful about this dream, well, guess what? It doesn't matter to them. They're not interested. Or they'll just make it worse if you talk to them about it. They'll be so negative, and you're thinking, probably thinking, you're supposed to be in close, you're close to me, you're in my family, extended family, you're a friend, and you're being so negative about a dream of mine, right? And we dream about things that are beneficial, fun, that you love, that's enjoyable, that's fun. And so they just drain your energy, they'll drain your time, they'll drain everything out of you. So be careful who you talk to, share about your dreams, each dream. Now, that same person, for another dream of yours, whatever it may be, might be the perfect person to talk to about that because they're going to be helpful, supportive, encouraging, right? So it matters to them. They're interested. Do you see where I'm going with this? That's very important for you in awareness because that is a huge, huge, either huge, huge skill to have, especially when Obviously, I'm with performers and achievers. So some of the people they want to go into, a higher position, a higher role. They want to become a professional player, athlete in sports. And obviously, they need sustainable development, growth, and evolution to make that happen. And so it's not all or nothing thinking. So if they have the right support system around them, the right support team for that specific dream, that specific goal, that's those specific tasks to achieve those dreams and those clear goals. That's very, very important. It may be the most important. Now, there are other mental skills, like, for example, what do you do when you're performing and achieving and something doesn't go right? There's a mistake, there's an error. Do you have the mental skills to know how to deal with that, to know what to do, to know how to resolve that so it doesn't bog you down and you continue your sustainable development, growth, and evolution? So I have several of those, right? Several of those. For example, I learned from Brian Kane, start, stop, continue. So what will you start? What will you stop? What will you continue? And I'll add one, and that is what will you improve, or what will you make better or a little better, or grow, sustainably develop, or sustainably grow, or sustainably evolve. So that's one way to look at that. And that's really probably could also be in another one of the areas of my elite mental performance, the zone effect mastery framework. However, I've also included it here in awareness. So another one is to be able to know what the difference is between what is important now, your cue or performance cue or confidence cue, your cue phrases, your performance phrases or confidence phrases. And then it's really important for you to be able to know when to use those, timing of those, right? Timing of those, when to use those. So as you're aware of that, then you know when to use those. And then you also know what to do if you made a mistake, an error occurs, whether it's by you or one of your teammates, colleagues, right? How do you handle that adversity? What do you do when you're faced with that adversity? Do you explode, get mad, start yelling, get too emotional? Well, that's not solving anything. That's not love. That's not enjoyable. That's not fun. Or do you know then that, hey, that's not the kind of cue that I'm looking for? That's more of a trigger, and triggers aren't good. And what's worse than a trigger is an urge. That's an urge. Urges aren't good. So, what's an urge? Example is when you're have eaten dinner, and then you're 9 o'clock in the evening, 9:30, you've already eaten dinner, ready to call it an evening, and then all of a sudden you want to go have a snack. Well, it's not good to eat late at night like that before you go to sleep. So that's an urge, right? So you're aware of your urges or you're aware of your triggers. Do you have the elite mental strategies, elite mental skills to resolve those effectively and efficiently so that you're better off and the people that are involved are better off? It's not just one way. And so that the probability of it happening again decreases more and more, right? You're consistently performing and achieving. You'll love that. That's enjoyable to you and it's fun for you. So know the difference between your cues, your cue phrases, and when to use them, when to use your performance cues, your confidence cues. When do you use those? Your trust cues, right? Your commitment cues. When do you use those? And then the difference between triggers and urges. And that's what I have for you today. And your bonus today is exactly this. Get out a piece of paper. Very simple. Start with just one or two. Just list three actually. Let's start with just one. Start with one. List one performance cue. List one confidence cue. List one commitment cue. List one trust cue. List one breakthroughs cue. List one achievement cue or achieving cue. List one consistently performing cue. Okay. And now list one trigger that you need to be more effective and efficient in resolving. And list one urge you need to be more effective and efficient at resolving. That's my episode for you today. If you like my podcast, my video, please like it and comment in the comments section. And if there's anything you'd like me to add value for you, please comment. I would really value your input. For those of you who want help and support, private, personal, professional, confidential help and support, you can visit rajgavurla.com, fill out the brief form, and we will contact you as soon as we can.